want you to go and open up Google Chrome. You'll have a blank page just like this. And on the search bar, I want you to type in PIXLR and hit enter to search. Now, as you can see here on the very first one, you want Pixlr Editor. So open that, and then I want you to go over to the blue star. And I want you to click that, and you're going to save it as a bookmark. So go ahead and hit done, and you have it saved as a bookmark. Okay? Now, I'm not going to save it because I already have it down as a bookmark. Now come down here, continue with Pixlr Editor. We're going to click on that one. Okay, and we're going to allow it to run the flash. All right, here we are. We're right into an editor screen, and we're going to create a new image. So open that. Now here you can name the image if you want to. Normally I will name mine with the date that I'm going to be using the thumbnail. So I'm going to call this one Terry. Now we're going to do the drop down here on presets. And you're going to be left clicking all this until I say right click, okay? You're going to left click, you're going to grab a hold of that scroller and go down to Movie 720p. Open that. Now if you see the width is 1280, the height is 720. And we're going to click Transparent. Transparent is if you're going to be putting other images in there, it's just easier to work. We don't want anything but transparent. Okay, we're going to say okay. Now, see File, we're going to open File, and we're going to go up here and we're going to open for a new image. Mine's going to bring up my thumbnail file. Well, I don't want the thumbnail file, so I am going to open a different file. Let's go to Desktop. Now these are all the files I have, and I am going to choose the OBS on the desktop. Okay, click it twice. Now I can take any of these images that I want, and we're going to open this one here. Double click it, and there it is. It's where it should be. Okay, sorry about that. I had to go close my bedroom door. Okay, now we're going to do Control A. Hold down the Control key, hit the A. See, it's going to put those little racetracks going around it. We're going to do Control C to copy. Now go to the little image box. See the X in the little image box. Don't go over here to that X because that will close up the whole thing, close up all of your Pixlr editor. So we're going to click on that. Do we want to save this? No, we're not saving it at this time because we're going to come back here and we're going to do Control V, and that's going to paste it in there. Okay, it's not big enough, is it? Well, we're going to go up here under Edit, do the drop down, and come down to Free Transform. Open that, and see the little blue squares around it? That's how you can decrease or increase the size. If you're going to tilt it or anything, see the little arrow I have over there? You would use that to spin and tilt it, but we don't want to tilt it or anything because we want to keep it straight right now. So try to place your cursor across the top left blue box. Now try dragging it as evenly as possible. Make it fill the window as much as you can. Okay, I don't want that farm up there, the landscape name. I kind of like how the width is on it. You want to exceed the black lines just a little bit. So let's just left click in the image and slide up until you get rid of landscape. Okay, now we got some writing down here at the bottom. So let's come down to the middle blue and drag it down until we get rid of that. I like that. I think that fills in very nicely. So we're going to go right here. We're going to left click on the picture, I'm sorry, we're going to come out here in the black area, the gray area. Left click. Do we want to apply the changes? Yes, we want that. Now this has become layer 1. This is going to be your background layer. Okay, there's a lot of things you can do with this if you wanted to, like go up to filter. You can change it to Caucasian blur, or you can change it to kaleidoscope. I'll touch it just to show you. That makes for an interesting one, does it not? But we're going to cancel that. Okay, so we're going to go back and we're going to work with just the base we have here. One of the things I will do sometimes is I will select here the brush tool. And as you see the little circle now, that's how big my brush tool is. If you go up here and look at this, you can make the brush tool as big as you want. Okay, so we're going to click over here. I'm going to click off the screen with it because, okay, well, see what it did? I have to undo that. I don't want that there. Okay, now my brush tool, see, is size 200. But the reason why the black circle showed up is because the opacity, what the hell? Sorry, it changes. So we want to keep it at about 35% if we can. That's good, 37. And I'll show you what that does. See, I can darken the image. I can do whatever I want. And you do not want to release your cursor. You want to hold it down, left click, hold it down till you paint the entire picture. If you release it and you go back to paint it, you're going to end it with darker. So you want to hold it down. If you don't like what happened, let's just undo. And when we have that one, let's go back to edit and undo that. Now we're back to the normal. To get rid of the circle, go up here and click on crop tool. And that puts everything back, okay? Now let's put an image over this. So let's go to open images. And on this one, we want a PNG. And you know what? I'll show you what happened if you don't have a PNG. I'm going to take this one and I'll show you. Even though it's got the squares back there on it, it does not come up PNG, but I will show you that. Control A, Control C, and click the right X that's in the frame box for the image that you have on there. Okay, you want to save the image? No. Now we're going to Control V to paste it. Now see, I don't have just the Tom standing there. I got all those little black boxes around him. So we'll just get rid of him. We'll just do that, and that gets rid of him. He's gone. So now we don't want layer 2 in there anymore, so we're just going to leave it alone. Okay, now we're going to go to File. We're going to open an image, and I happen to know that this is a PNG, so I'm going to open it, double-click it. If you double-click it, it goes right into the file, see? Now we're going to do Control A, Control C, and X out of there. Do we want to save this? No. Now we want to paste it. Control V to paste it. Don't like where it is? Well, let's just transform this. Because see the box over here, how it's highlighted? You're working on that frame. So we're going to transform it. See, it got the blue circles around, or blue squares around it. I like to have it just be a little bit bigger. What do you think? How about sitting him right over here? I like him there. Looks like he's walking that almost like a wall. Okay, yes, we want to save it there. All right, it's not complete unless we have some words, correct? Well, go over here and click the A. See, it says Type Tool, which means text. We're going to click that, come into the picture, click. Now there we are. We got a text box. I want to change the print right away. I don't like that Verdana, so I'm going to scroll down, and I've got some different fonts loaded in here. Here's my favorite one to work with, Obelix Pro. And we're going to make it like, let's make it 100, okay? And we are going to change, let's go ahead and type in the words that we want. Terry. I don't like where it is there, so let's just put the cursor in the box and drag it up a little bit. See what we're doing? Let's change the color of it. Go to the color box here and click that to open it. Look at all those different colors we have. Let's make it blue. So put your cursor. I made my cursor larger, by the way. Put the cursor on there and come into the blue square or the square and choose one of the blues. Let's go there. I like that one right there, so let's tap on that one. Okay, that's the color our text is going to be. Like that? Okay, show you what you can do with the text. So we're going to click OK. That's what we want. All right, I want to put some outlines on that text. So I'm going to come over here. I'm working on Terry layer, and I'm going to right click on that X. It's going to bring us a drop down. See the drop down? Now we're going to go layer styles. We're going to click over here on the margin past the outer glow, and we're going to do the inner glow. Then we're going to come to color, click on that, and I want to put white around it. Phoebe, chill. And we're going to do the same thing here again, but white. Okay. I don't think it's a strong enough white, so I'm going to go to hardness here, and I'm going to drag that over there. See, it's getting better. Well, let's come down here to inner glow, and let's make the hardness, drag the hardness over there. See how the white's standing up? You know what? I think I'd like to put a little cloud behind it. What do you think? Okay, we're going to stay here on size. I believe this is the right one. Nope, wrong one. So we'll go back up to outer glow, and we're going to drag this over, and suddenly Terry is in white. Pretty cool, huh? It's fun playing with this. Just play around with it and do things. Okay, now, since we've already created this layer and we've saved it, we want to move it and make it bigger. So we come up here to layer, and you go down to rasterize layer, roosterize, who cares? Okay, we clicked on that, and then we're going to come down to free transform. Now look, we got our little box around it again. So we're going to drag it up. That's pretty big, right? Let's drag it over. Let's make it bigger. So how do you like that? We're going to leave that just like that. So that's how you put text on your thumbnail that you're making. And I like the rooster walking that wall. What do you think? Okay, so we're going to okay. We've accepted all those changes, right? Now I want to show you tilting something. I'll come down to, let's do the rooster. So I'm going to highlight it right there, okay? And I believe that we can go right here to free transform. Yes, we got the box around it. Now I just want to show you, see the little circle I created there? Well, it went away. But see, you can tilt by locking on it. You know, press your left pad down on your mouse and just lock on it, and you can drag it, do whatever you want to with it. So, yeah, he should be, I'm going to put him right there. What do you think? So let's just stick him right there, and we're going to say, yes, we want to save it. And Terry, that's how you make a thumbnail. You can drag all kinds of PNG images on there. If they show up like this one did here, I'm going to click it and show it. If they show up like that, unclick it. You don't have to use it. Okay? Now, to save it, go up to File, click on Save, and I already set the name as Terry, but come down to the Format box. You're going to save it as a PNG. That way, if you decide you want to go back in there and add another image on it or something, all you have to do is just download your thumbnail that you made and maybe add it into the corner there or something, whatever you want to do. Maybe you want to change, you're stuck with Terry. Once you save the file, you cannot remove anything, but you can go add things on it. So we're going to say OK, and this is going to bring up probably my OBS. Well, I want to put it in my thumbnail file instead. So I'm going to go out here to Desktop, and I'm going to go find my thumbnails and double click on that to open it. Now look, you want to make sure thumbnails is open up here. See? Want to make sure that's opened up there. Now it's down here, it's Terry. If you already have something by that name, which I think I do, well, I didn't. I saved the image. And then we're going to put that onto YouTube, and that will be another step. I want you to play around with this and just learn really well on how to make these guys. And, you know, you can, if you play around with it 2 or 3 times a day, you'll soon have it under control. You'll be able to make them fast. I still get hung up sometimes. If you don't like what you've done, start over. Click out of there. Do you want to save this image before closing? No. So now you can come back to start again. And you're going to have to change all your settings here again. Go down to your movie. Phoebe's whining back there. And then you're going to have two options here. No, you do not want the clipboard image. You want to do another transparent. And okay, you can start all over making a new one again. And I hope this will help you. Go through this a couple of times and we'll talk about it together. Okay? Alrighty. Bye-bye.